Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and another brand new homeschooling year. This is the first day of our 2019-2020 school year. And so I thought it'd be fun to share with you a little bit of our first day of school. I'm going to be doing some cleaning, my fourth graders' daily schedule. I'm also going to be answering some of your homeschooling questions, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I'm really excited to have partnered with HelloFresh on this video. HelloFresh delivers delicious, convenient meals to your door with fresh ingredients and step-by-step instructions to make cooking really easy, which is perfect for someone like me who's not a very experienced or adventurous cook. It's definitely a lot easier for me to kind of branch out of my comfort zone when I have these meals delivered directly to me with all of the ingredients and step-by-step instructions. So that is really great. I'm really excited to be working with HelloFresh, and I have a coupon code for you guys that gives you $80 off your first month of HelloFresh. I have a link for you in the description box as well as a coupon code to get that $80 off your first month. So let's get into the first day of a brand new homeschooling year. Okay, first day of school. I got the girls signed already that they're going to hold for their pictures. We got first day of 10th grade. And I can't get this one. First day of 4th grade, and then I have their back to school presents. This one is my younger daughters. And this one is my oldest daughters. And we're all set. So I thought I would share with you something new, sort of new, that we're doing for this school year. And if it doesn't work, that's okay. We can go back to the other method. But since I am trying to get my 9-year-old to be more independent and take more responsibility for her work, I thought this would be a good way to try that out. Since first semester, we're going to have all the same courses in pretty much the same order, I went ahead and typed up what she's supposed to do each day that is independent from me, and put it in this cute little page protector. And I used to write it out every day, which again, that doesn't really teach her independence, and it just overall took a little bit extra time that I may not have had to spend. So I thought this might save me time and teach her some more independence. So basically this is her first semester independent work. There's a backside I'll show you in a minute. But it starts out over here with what I'm going to help her with each day. So helping her with her daily notebook if she needs help, doing any corrections from the day before, doing her English because that's one subject that we are still doing together and I'm still teaching her, and geography, and then give her her spelling list at the beginning of the week, and then on Friday she'll have her spelling and vocabulary test. So, and that's all really I'm going to be doing with her each day unless we have something special, and obviously in addition to our Bible devotional, which we're doing as a group with both girls. We're going to have our own devotionals that we're going to read quietly and then talk about what we read. So this is just though for my 4th grader, and stuff that she's going to need me for. Get her started with her BJU Press Homeschool History, which is online. It's new for us, so I know once the school year goes on she won't need my help pulling that up, but in the beginning I might have to help her pull up her history and her typing program from typing.com, which is free. So this is all I have to do with her. Once I'm done with this, she is ready for her independent work, which is where this takes over. So like I said, I set her up with history, then she comes over here and she's doing history first as her first subject independently. Then she does her spelling, which I wrote what the workbook is, building spelling skills, just whatever the next page is, so she can check that off when it's done, and then remind her that the test is on Friday. So if she's looking at this on a Friday, ask me to give her her spelling test. Vocabulary, word a day is the workbook. She is going to complete a word card for the new word, complete the activity on the worksheet about today's word, and then there's a review on Friday, which they have 2 worksheets, and then she'll have her test. Math is teaching textbooks, whatever the next lesson is. And I spaced these out this way for a reason, because I didn't want her on a screen just consistently. So history is on a screen, and then she'll have workbooks, and then math is on screen. So that way I'm kind of spacing out her screen time. Then on the back she has her handwriting. Again, doesn't require a screen. Whatever the next 2 pages are, typing is on a screen, so that's why it's kind of spaced out, whatever the next lesson is. Reading, she has her Spectrum Word Study workbook, the next 2 pages, and she blows through those really quickly, so they won't take her long. Reading skills workbook, whatever the next lesson is, and then independent reading for 20 minutes. And then it says, I'll let you know if you have a book assignment or if you can read whatever you want. So there may be a couple times we're doing
book reports and she's going to be reading a specific book, sorry about the glare, then I'll tell her. Otherwise, she can read whatever she wants for 20 minutes. And then Draw to Learn Proverbs is her Bible curriculum, whatever the next lesson is. That is her independent work. And then the next day takes over. She does her daily notebook, and then corrections from whatever she did the day before. I'll go over any mistakes she made, English, geography, and then, you know, spelling, her spelling list if she has one, or her test. So that's pretty much how I'm planning to rotate everything. This is first semester. Second semester, she'll have science instead of history. Science, I'll be teaching her. It's the BJU Press Science 4. I'll be teaching her that. So my schedule will change a little bit in second semester because I will have to put science in here, where in first semester it's not there. So that'll change a little bit, but this is something I'm trying, just like I said, to make my life easier and teach her more independence. So that is her schedule. A lot of you have been asking also to see her daily notebook. Got a new binder for her daily notebook. This one came from the Dollar Tree and it's so cute. So this is her daily learning notebook, and it just tells her what she's supposed to be doing. She's going to write a few, meaning 1 to 4. I clarified because I didn't want her to say, well, you didn't say how many. 1 to 4 complete sentences to answer the writing prompt question in your best handwriting. And here is the writing prompts tab. I have a couple different activities in this writing prompt section. This is actually from an old workbook, but it's still usable. Write as many sentences as you can about bears. And then once we finish that up, there are some writing prompts here that I got from Teachers Pay Teachers. Depending on, you know, each day of the week, she can write about whatever the topic is. So she's supposed to write that. And then I gave her paper in the back here that she can write those sentences. The second thing she has to do in her notebook each day is complete one logic or analogies worksheet. Same thing from last year, we did this. The logic tab is here, the analogies tab is here. Logic is the Mindbenders level 4. Some of these things are no joke. They're actually really difficult, but it's all teaching logic, reasoning skills, you know, deductive reasoning, all that. So that is her logic. And then if she chooses analogies, the analogies for critical thinking workbook, I just took it out of the book. And analogies are really important for test preparation. They teach comparing and contrasting words and types of words and things like that. So she has analogies for that, and that's in her daily notebook. Complete one math worksheet. So her math tab is over here. These are all just a mixture of different math skills to keep old concepts fresh, to help with things she might still need practice with, like multiplication. So all different types of problems, word problems, addition, subtraction, all of that. If you hear clicking, it's Bean. I'm sorry, she's being loud. And then her last thing in her notebook each day is to copy her Awana verse several times, 3 to 4, in her best handwriting. And she'll just have some paper back here, and this is extra writing prompts for upcoming months. So that is her daily notebook, what she's going to be doing. This is my plan. I don't know if it's going to go as planned. I don't know how long this is going to take her. But I think it's good to have something like this with things that maybe you would not necessarily add in, like logic or analogies, but they are important. Same thing with her Awana verse that she does for church. It's a good way for her to practice that for her church activities, but then also incorporating handwriting because she's copying her verse. So this is her notebook for on pretty much any day, I'm going to do at least one load of laundry. So I'm starting a load of laundry and spot cleaning the couch. I've shared this secret before of how I clean my microfiber couch with glass cleaner and a vegetable brush from the Dollar Tree. It worked perfectly, and I don't freak out anymore when stains get on the couch. I also washed all of the air vents in the house, and then it was time to put the clothes that I had washed this morning into the dryer. So So while I get ready for the day and the girls do some schoolwork, I thought it'd be a good time to answer some questions that you guys had about homeschooling and our first day of homeschool kind of traditions. So the first question was, is the first day of school, the schedule, much different than the rest of the schedule? And definitely it is. You know, it's really hard sometimes to get back into the swing of things. Some of the curriculum we left off, you know, in the middle from last year. Some things are brand new, so I'm kind of explaining how that's going to work and how that's going to fit into our day. So yeah, the first day, even really the first week, is a lot of figuring out where we left off, who needs to review what, and then that kind of stuff. So it's not going to be really into a full routine until at least a week or two. And I think that's normal. Somebody else asked if we plan to go to Panera every day for lunch. Probably. I mean, unless something changes with my unusual addiction to Panera, we pretty much go there every day for lunch. And then people ask about first day traditions, and you saw that already, really. We don't do a whole lot. I'm not into like crazy elaborate themes or breakfasts or anything. We usually have a typical breakfast. We always get the girls a back-to-school gift. My parents did that for my brother and me when we were younger, and it's something that I thought was really fun and I've always remembered. And so that's something that we've done with the girls, whether they were in public school or homeschooled. We also do the pictures with the signs that say like first day of 4th grade or 10th grade, which you saw those. That's really all we do, is just the pictures and the little gifts that we get the girls. Somebody else asked, how do I get paperwork organized so I don't fall behind? I've shared that in other homeschooling videos, how I keep all of my teacher's manuals and grading like answer keys in one place. I shared that before in a separate video, so that is linked for you in my homeschool playlist in the description box. And then also how I store the girls' paperwork after they're done with their work. I have shared that in a separate video as well, and that is also in my homeschooling playlist, so check that for those 2 videos. Someone asked how long it takes the girls to get all of their work done. That really depends on the day and obviously the child. My 10th grader has things that may be a lot more time consuming, but she may not have as many subjects. My youngest daughter has a lot of subjects, but they don't usually take as long as it might take my 10th grader to do something. So it really just kind of all depends. And I think that's okay and that's normal. The next question was, do I have a routine for resetting the schoolroom or supplies at the end of the day? Like, do you have certain things that you or your children do to set up for the next day? And I'll be honest, I want to say yes, and at the beginning of the school year, I do. I'm really good about making sure everybody's desks are clean and the schoolroom is vacuumed and all that stuff. But as the year goes on, things tend to get put places they don't belong. You get kind of lazy and you're not wiping your desk or you're not vacuuming every day. So it's definitely a work in progress with me and the girls to try to make sure that we clean up after ourselves when we're done with school, and then obviously making sure the girls turn in their work. That was something that was an issue last year at the beginning. People not turning in work, and then I go to sit down at night to grade it and it wasn't there. So that is actually something that I have put in our homeschool reward store. Turning in your work earns you a Loki buck so that you can redeem that for a prize later on. Now school is done, except for whatever the girls have to finish independently. Did some morning chores, got ready, switched the laundry, and now is my favorite part of the day where we get to go out for lunch, get away for a little while, go to my favorite place for lunch, if you guys know where that is. 10 points if you do. And then I'm hoping to have time to stop by Hobby Lobby. I'm in the process of redecorating some things. I have a landing shelf in the landing of my stairs. It's been blank for probably 6 months. We're getting ready to have the house repainted, and so now is a good time to go ahead and find some things for that. So I ordered something last night from Kirkland's. Hopefully I'll like that, and that'll be the centerpiece of the shelf. But I wanted to go to Hobby Lobby and see if they had maybe some vases or a floral spray that I could use or something like that. So I'm planning to go there, and then we have a play date later this afternoon. Since the school year just started, the girls' lessons haven't started back up yet. One girl's starts this week, and then my other daughter starts in a few weeks for her piano. So my youngest does dance, my eldest does piano, and then they have church one night a week also, and so that's going to be starting back up here in the next few weeks. So this is kind of the calm before the storm, like getting back into the routine of school. Nobody has lessons just yet. So that's kind of stressful once that starts. But to be honest, I really do like having a routine. I was really looking forward to the summer, and I always look forward to summer just to get a break from homeschooling. But I'll be honest, it's a lot easier to have a schedule and a routine for me if we're doing school. So I am looking forward to kind of having that routine. I'm not going to be looking forward to not being able to stay up as late every night and watching TV with my daughters. But, you know, it's okay. There's always the weekend. So that's the plan for right now. Sorry the lighting is crazy. My hair looks a mess because it is. It's dirty, but I'm not gonna wash it because I have to film really soon, like a bunch of sit down videos. I'm gonna be doing some batch filming for the next few weeks, and I wanted to be clean for that. So I'm like, I'm not washing it today. So it's just gonna have to look this way, which is okay, hopefully, with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed seeing the morning part of today, and I'll come back and check in with you guys in a little bit. We are back home from lunch and running errands, and now it is time to start dinner. We eat pretty early around here, so I'm typically fixing dinner between 3:30 and 4:30. That way we eat around 4 or 5, which is pretty much when I like to eat because I'm always hungry. So I'm really excited that I had the opportunity to work with HelloFresh for this video. It is a meal subscription service delivered right to your home. You can choose from over 20 new recipes every single week, and you can have dinner made in only 30 minutes using simple directions and low or no prep ingredients, which is perfect for someone like me because I'm not a very experimental cook. There's a lot of things that I've never even heard of or used before in certain recipes, and that usually intimidates me. But when it comes already prepackaged with the recipe and instructions, it's a lot less intimidating. Another great thing about HelloFresh is you can order when you want, and you can skip or pause your delivery when you don't want it. So maybe you're on vacation, you are eating leftovers you have from the freezer, and you don't need any new meals coming in the house. You can definitely pause or skip your delivery. So on this night, I decided to make the balsamic fig chicken. I like how the recipe card made it easy for me to know when to cook what and for how long. I think that's one of the hardest parts about cooking, is getting all of the different pieces of your recipe done at the same time, like the chicken and the sauce and the broccoli and the potatoes. But everything was all laid out for me on the instruction card, so the guesswork was taken out of the recipe, and everything got done at the same time, which was great. HelloFresh is convenient for busy nights when I don't know what to cook or I'm scared to try something new. This kind of pushes me out of my comfort zone, but still is really like holding my hand and telling me what to do step by step, with all of the ingredients I'm going to need. Some of those things I would not have had in my pantry, so it was really nice to have it already in the box so that I had everything I need to make the meal. I have a coupon code for $80 off your first month of HelloFresh. If you guys want to try it, there are tons of different recipe options, and it turned out really, really good. I mean, that sauce looks like something you would get in a restaurant, and I made it, so that was pretty exciting that I could actually make something that looked like that. And it did take right around 30 minutes, so on a busy night, you know, first day of school, or if you've got dance lessons, or you know, you have to be at soccer practice or something, it doesn't take very long to put it together. It's healthy, and it's so much better than going out and getting fast food. So I hope you guys enjoyed spending the day with us and seeing a little bit of our first day of homeschool. This is a little red bird that comes to my window bird feeder every day pretty much. We love him, and he's part of our classroom too. So hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure if you did, you give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.